Okay, there we go, guys. Looking pretty good. Got Susie Q to be the line master here. Yeah, look at those fries. You got the Polish there.
Yeah, Polish and it's all
I've never
decked
seen
out.
fries like that. It must be some special
They call them sidewinder fries.
sideline. Good afternoon. It's noon here in Chicago. And it's Friday, February 9th. February 9th. Got a good show for you today. What is all this? Let's see here.
Please, won't you please, please won't you be my neighbor?
Be my neighbor. Be my viewer. Be my neighbor. There you go. We got a good show for you today. It's kind of a continuation of yesterday's video about the angry consumer, and gonna delve into some reasons on why the consumer is angry. Got several examples just from like last week here. Here in Chicago, we covered this a few days ago. We had a mysterious power outage, grid outage, whatever you want to call it, at the British Petroleum Whiting Refinery in down on the very end of Lake Michigan in Whiting, Indiana. Produces 400,000 gallons of gas every day. It's been offline for about a week, and they're saying it's probably going to be offline another 4 weeks as they try to figure out, listen here, they finally came out with a video yesterday, as they try to figure out what happened. So here we are a week into this, and they still don't know what happened. They're going to have to go through miles and miles of piping, I guess, and check and look for things. I don't know, but it's going to be down for a while. Also yesterday, Lurie's Children's Hospital in Chicago, they finally came out 8 days after it happened saying that they've been cyber hacked by somebody. The FBI is involved, and they're reeling from this. I mean, they have a call center, their email system, their phone system, their patient portal, and their digital record system is all offline. And who knows which ones have been archived or taken over by the hackers. They're really tight-lipped on what's going on there. All I know is it's impacting patient care. It's impacting people getting access to their doctors in a timely fashion. So, not good. Not good. It just kind of makes you wonder what's going on, right? We've got a lot of things aligning at one point in time. We still have not heard anything about Metro. Metro was also in the mix about a week ago. That is the commuter rail service here in Chicago. They were going to a new system and had some difficulties, and took them like a half a week maybe, but I still haven't heard if they fixed their problem or not. So everything's kind of hush-hush, which makes you wonder, are we getting the truth? And sometimes that's part of the reason why consumers get angry, because they're protected from the truth. So here's a video I'm going to show you. Well, I wanted to show you a video. Did you see Did you see the interview yesterday, or the press conference that Joe gave? Joe Bergen. Joe Bergen came out of his basement and gave an interview. And if you have time and you can watch it, go find it. It was interesting. It could be a world-changing interview, folks. I'm here to tell you it was that impactful. It was a huge impact, and it may change the course of the United States and or the world in the near future. So I'm not going to get into it here today, but you can go ahead and try to find that interview and watch it. Here's another one that I wanted to share with you. This was an interview that Joe did, and I might explain why things are the way that they are.
And we have time to make that decision. Dr. Biden is for it.
This guy's rebooting in front of your eyes. He is actually rebooting. You can hear it in analog, old ancient 1.4K baud rate or something going on from the 80s.
Mr. President, Dr. Biden thinks that, my wife thinks that,
Uh-oh, crashed. Windows went down, folks. I'm going to play that one more time for you just to give you the full effect.
to run again. And we have time to make that decision. Dr. Biden is for it. Mr. President, Dr. Biden thinks that, my wife thinks that,
There you go. That is the meltdown that is happening in Washington, D.C.
It was spectacular.
Wasn't that good. Wasn't that good. So let's talk about fast food and what's going on in fast food. Anyone that's been McDonald's came out with their quarterly results. It was gangbusters, and there's reports where somewhere in Connecticut, some rich area of Connecticut, they're charging $18 for a Big Mac meal. So here New York is doing a little report on how I hope this is working, guys. All right, so let's play this video.
Lately, you may have got sticker shock at the drive-thru.
You know, it's supposed to be cheap, quick, and an easy option, but now, as Teresa Priolo shows us, some price hikes seem to have a lot of people asking, why is fast food getting so expensive?
There's no denying how delicious a fresh batch of Mickey D's fries are.
Yeah, last I checked, a whole large fry McDonald's was like $4.50 or something. I know I can go to my local pub around the corner and get 3 times as much fries for $3. So it's expensive for McDonald's fries, folks.
Piping hot, perfectly salted, and also more expensive than ever.
I buy the Mac chicken sandwich. It was like $1 something. So right now it's $3, almost $4.
As inflation continues to wage war on Americans of every income and wallet size, it's also hitting what traditionally had become the cheaper up.
You hear that? Inflation is waging war, folks. Very rarely do you see anyone explain it that way, but that's the truth of it. Inflation is a hidden tax that is causing the consumer to go broke.
But for many, that's no longer the case.
The average working man is not able. I'm eating a $2 hamburger and a small fry.
And he's lucky if he can find that $2 hamburger. The McDonald's value meal seems like it keeps going up and up and up. I think the McChicken, last I checked, was like $2.80, if not more. I think somewhere in here they mentioned it's going to $3. So McDonald's just keeps going through the roof. Very rarely, I go there. I'm always dealing with the McValue menu. I don't even buy a Big Mac or quarter pounder anymore. It's just not worth it. I'd rather go sit down somewhere and have a decent meal.
Because I can't afford, $10, $12, $14 for a meal.
The reality is the cost of goods and services is taking its toll, from the cost of beef to shipments of potatoes. Carl Gould is a small business expert.
If you want to bring your cargo ship through the Panama Canal, you have to call up and bid higher to get your ship through. That means every single product in every container on those ships is now more expensive.
And even still, the fast food companies are seeing a window to turn a profit. Take, for example, a Big Mac in 1978 was 90 cents. With inflation, it should be $4.09 today. It's now $6.59. In 2004, a Wendy's bacon cheeseburger was $2.79. Now it's over $7. The question remains, is this enough to turn people away from a brand they've grown up with? And once they're lost, can you get them back?
I believe they've tried other ways of dealing with supply.
People are putting it on their buy now, pay later cards. They're putting it on their credit cards. They're doing all sorts of things to be able to keep up that standard of living that they've known to love and enjoy. But folks, I'm here to tell you, you got to live within your means. If you're putting stuff on the credit cards that you can't pay off, you're putting things on buy now, pay later, or you're utilizing your emergency fund to pay for stuff that is a want, not a need, you got problems. You got problems, and it's a matter of time before you come to reality.
Supply chain issues and other issues increasing their costs. And I believe they're doing it now because they don't see another way.
So you might be wondering, the prices that you see today, is that as high as it goes here at McDonald's or other fast food joints? The economist that I talked to said, wait until you start seeing loyalty rewards.
Something to think about. Have you ever seen Ronald McDonald not smiling? There's a reason why that dude's smiling. It's all the money you're dumping into his pocket.
Membership programs, promos to bring you in. When you see that, that is a sure sign that they have reached the top ceiling of how much they can pay to entice you in. That's the latest from Little Ferry, New Jersey. Teresa Priolo, Fox 5 News.
Little Ferry, New Jersey. Go figure. Go figure. Let's play something else here. Add a little humor to our video today. Let's see what we got behind this door. Nothing. Nothing behind that door. Let's try another one. Nothing. Nothing. What happened here? What happened here? All right, well, we won't have any humor. We won't have any humor for today. Let's see here. There you go. There's something. All right, well, it looks like my streaming software's got some issues, just a few. So I think I'm going to end for today. Watch out for inflation, but buy things you need to buy. Like we talked about yesterday, there's going to be some geopolitical stuff that's going to cause things to go through the roof, just like the Panama Canal. Sometimes it's best to buy a purchase ahead of time if you can get a good deal and you got the spare cash and you really, really need it and you don't want it. It's got to be a need, folks. Got to be a need, not a want. And then you can save a little money. So let's hope that things in Washington, D.C. sort themselves out for the best of the USA citizens. We just saw Joe melt down and reboot in front of us, and it's been happening a while, folks. Now reality's starting to set in D.C. Let's see if the power brokers at large